Hello and welcome to New Mexico Rising. My name is Dan. You know, each and every week we bring you things from across the country to talk about right here in your neighborhood. And on this week's show, we got this.
Oh my gosh, you were like Dr. Seuss. I love you, Dan. That was epic.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to get everybody in the spirit for Mother's Day, and I'm glad you're here for us.
Sure, at its core, the Varsity Blues case included celebrities from Hollywood and many rich and famous parents who were cheating on tests, who bribed coaches, and who created fake profiles for their children, playing sports they didn't even play.
Was that fun to play, or was it like trying to really difficult to find the balance of being calm and also a psycho killer?
Oh, it was really fun. It was super fun. Actually, while I was shooting that scene, I was reading this book just totally by chance called Sociopath, a memoir, which I recommend to everybody.
All of that and more right here on New Mexico Rising. Do you ever feel like Mother's Day gift shopping comes with a side of guilt? Like, you know, you want to go out, but your wallet's whispering, let's not. Good news, there's a way to treat the moms in your life without all that stress of overspending. Emmy-winning TV expert Marisa Brahney is here with some stylish picks, some smart shopping tips to help gift like a pro this Mother's Day without blowing the budget. Welcome to the show, Marisa. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me, Dan. I'm well and happy to report I am teaming up with some great brands to get mom Luxe-for-Less this Mother's Day.
Okay, I'm down with that. Let's start with some of the fun stuff. What are some like stylish gift ideas that'll help moms show up, you know, feeling fabulous on Mother's Day?
We want to feel fabulous. Yes, this Mother's Day, it's all about the soft pastels and romantic florals, very on trend. And Shein is a leading style destination that offers chic, affordable fashion and accessories for every style, taste, and budget. And we start with this floral dress from Emery Rose. Love the silhouette on this, super playful, the ruffle hem, the collar, the pop of color. It's all working. Great for mom. If you're looking for something a little cozier, a soft and cozy sweatshirt with the slogan on it, super cute. This one's from Luna, and this is going to be great because it offers that stylish, oversized fit. Really nice and cozy for moms on the go. And speaking of cozy, a great lounge set, always a great gift for moms. This one from Misguided, super on trend, the button-down top, the wide leg flowy pants, 4 versatile colors that it comes in. And my blouse today, this is motif, and this is going to take me from work to weekend wear and back. All of these trend stores you can search on Shein.com or by downloading the Shein app. You can also search the hashtag TreatMom to get top curated picks.
And I hear a lot of folks are planning to spend big, over $33 billion this year, I heard. What are your tips for giving out great gifts without making us actually go broke?
It's a big number, right, when you hear that? And yeah, it's all about paying responsibly and taking control so that we can really spoil the moms in our lives. And so this Mother's Day, Affirm lets you pay responsibly over time without any late or hidden fees. And you can really take control with this, and you really get the most bang for your buck when you pay over time at retailers like Amazon, StockX, The RealReal, Net-a-Porter, and so many more. Just download the Affirm app and shop virtually anywhere, or you can select Affirm at checkout and get started that way.
And beyond the gift giving, what are some ways we could help our moms or help the moms in our lives feel their best, especially on Mother's Day and beyond?
Yeah, well, looking our best really can start with a great skincare routine. That's a big one for moms. I love Mediheal. This is a trusted name in Korean skincare, and their #1 bestseller in Korea are their collagen ampule pads. These are fantastic because with just one swipe, these are going to up your skin elasticity by 106%, reduce fine lines by 33%. You can wear them on your face or use them to swipe as a toner. Both options great. And another great option from Mediheal is their retinol collagen eye masks. And these are going to depuff. They're going to reduce those under eye bags. They're going to target 10 types of wrinkles using 95% pure retinol and a 5-layer collagen complex. And in terms of feeling our best, we often think about calm and self-care. And as moms, I can tell you we need it. It's sometimes hard to unwind at the end of a day. So I want to introduce you to Solgar's new magnesium glycinate capsules and magnesium citrate powder, two different options, both going to help the body unwind naturally. These are both easy to absorb, they're vegan, and these are going to be able to help support relaxation, energy, and promote bone health as well. You can find these high quality supplements at Vitamin Shop stores or online, vitaminshop.com, the leading destination of lifelong wellness solutions.
And before we let you go, where can people go to check out everything you shared today?
Just head to my website, it's marisabrahney.com, and go to the blog section.
Thanks for joining me, Marisa.
Thanks, Dan.
Operation Varsity Blues made headlines nationwide, exposing a college admission scandal involving celebrities and top universities. But not everyone accused was guilty. Today, we're joined by John Wilson, a father, business executive, and Harvard graduate who's sharing a story of being falsely caught up in the scandal and his fight to clear his name. Welcome to the show, John. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
All right, John, why was it so important for you to tell your story?
Well, I grew up in very humble beginnings in the projects of Hartford, Connecticut, with 3 half-siblings and raised by a single mom. I picked tobacco from the ages of 12 to 16 to help my family scrape by. Education and hard work enabled me to escape the projects and poverty and to build a successful career. But none of that mattered when it came to being falsely accused by the government and the emotional and financial hell that the government put my entire family through for 6 years. Our book, The Scandal Within the Scandal, shares the untold story about how our family was falsely accused in the Varsity Blues case by overly zealous prosecutors who weaponized our system of justice to boost their own careers.
For those who only know of the headlines, can you explain what Operation Varsity Blues was?
Sure. At its core, the Varsity Blues case included celebrities from Hollywood and many rich and famous parents who were cheating on tests, who bribed coaches, and who created fake profiles for their children playing sports they didn't even play to get their unqualified kids into top colleges. We didn't do any of those things. Our children were all highly qualified on their own merits. For example, our twin daughters got a perfect and near perfect score on the ACT. And our son held a world record in swimming and competed nationally and internationally in water polo and swimming for 10 years. He joined the USC team and played on the team, and none of our money went to coaches. USC even gave us a receipt for our donations and has kept our money to this day.
So how did you end up being caught up in this case?
Well, as it turns out, Singer, the ringleader of this entire scam, had over 3,000 parent clients, and only 1% of them were charged with a crime. I was the only one of those 3,000 accounts who lived in Massachusetts. And the Boston-based prosecutors used me as the hook to justify bringing all the trials for the Hollywood celebrities and others from California to Boston. So despite the mountain of evidence that we were different and innocent, we were simply collateral damage to bring the media spotlights in this high-profile case to Boston.
You say there was a lot of overreach during the investigation. Can you share a few examples?
Yes, there are many in the book, but 2 that stand out are, first, they piled on 9 separate charges through 4 superseding indictments with 180 years of potential prison time to force me to plead guilty for making a donation. When I didn't, they railroaded me through a trial that was so outrageous that the appeals court in the First Circuit overturned all of my core convictions. For example, 98% of my evidence was blocked by the judge that they handpicked. My daughter's perfect test scores, my son's certified swim times and world record were not allowed into my own trial. Trials don't need to be perfect, but they do need to be fair.
What role do you think the media played in shaping the story?
The media shaped the story in many ways, largely by smearing me through guilt by association. They were fed false narratives by the government, and the most outrageous example is Netflix, who aired a documentary which included 10 other parents who pled guilty and me, and they smeared me in front of their worldwide audience and poisoned our jury pool months before my trial even happened. And the scariest part about this is that if they can do this to me and my family, they can do it to yours too.
All right, John, well, thanks for joining me this morning. Where do we go for more information, maybe find your book and learn more about your experience?
Yes, the book can be bought on Amazon.com or any online book retailer, and it's important to note that all the proceeds will go to charity. For us, this is about getting our story out there and clearing our children's and our family's name.
Thanks for joining us this morning, John.
Thank you.
If you're stressing today, don't delay. Mother's Day is on the way. And if you need a gift that brings a big yay, lifestyle expert Meghan Murphy is here to save the day. From a handmade treat to a little self-care, she's got gift ideas for every kind of mom out there. Welcome to the show, Meghan.
Oh my gosh, you were like Dr. Seuss. I love you, Dan. That was epic.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to get everybody in the spirit for Mother's Day, and I'm glad you're here for us.
Yay! Well, I've got some great gift ideas, starting with the gift of relaxation. As a mom of 3, I know that's something that I desperately need. And the wall cordless deep tissue percussion massager gives us just that. When this is fully charged, and I like things fully charged, you get 7 hours of runtime. There are 4 different heads that you can do different settings on that. And what I love is the long ergonomic handle. I get a knot deep in my back, and this allows me to reach it with ease. You can adjust the pressure. You know, whether mom works out and gets sore or she's just got tension from that everyday stress, the wall massager makes a great gift available on Amazon.
What are some heartfelt handmade gift ideas that moms really love?
I love a DIY. I have saved every kid project ever made. I love the Cricut. So this is my go-to crafting machine, and the new Cricut Explore 4 is 2 times faster than its predecessor. It is a smart cutting machine that cuts through 100 plus materials. So we're talking iron-on, vinyl, cardstock. You can make so many pretty projects. The possibilities are truly endless. And if you use the Cricut Design Space app, it really holds your hands. It's going to give you project templates, make it super, super easy to make decor and gifts for mom. And this is at Cricut, CRICUT.com.
Do you have any like go-to gifts that are pretty much guaranteed to hit?
Of course, Dan, because chocolate is always a good idea. Ethel M chocolates are just divine. So this is an American luxury chocolatier based in Las Vegas, and what I love about them is they look like little jewels. They're just as beautiful as they are delicious. The 24-piece truffle collection has like flavors like bananas Foster, Kona Espresso, passion fruit, yay to the yum. And then you can also customize chocolate boxes. So there's a 12, a 24, or a 40-piece chocolate box. Do the 40 if you want mom to share. And those are available on ethelm.com. Order by May 8th if you want that by May 11th, which, reminder, is Mother's Day. Moms also want the gift of clear, beautiful skin, and Pariva Beauty has you covered on that front. Dan, their Mother's Day bundle is awesome. I love a free gift. There are 3 best-selling products. Their skincare regimen comes tucked in a cute little makeup bag with a gua sha, which is a tool for making your skincare penetrate more effectively. All bundled, you get the C3 5.5 Firm and Glow Serum, the Call 20 Gel Cream Moisturizer, the RH 5.5 Hydro Balm Primer, all tucked into this cute little makeup bag. If you go to Pariva, PAREVABeauty.com, you can see some dramatic before and afters. They promise results in 30 days, and that bundle is there on ParivaBeauty.com.
All right, where can we find more information and check out everything that you shared today?
So the wall massager available on Amazon, Cricut.com, ethelm.com, and ParivaBeauty.com. And happy Mother's Day to all of your viewers.
And happy Mother's Day to you, Meghan.
Thank you, Dan.
Can't find a brunch reservation for Mother's Day? Don't worry, you can still plan something thoughtful right from home. DoorDash has released a new list of best brunch spots for delivery, along with ideas to help make sure the day is extra special. Joining us is Kristin Milliner from DoorDash to share some fun and easy ways to celebrate. Welcome, Cristin.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Mother's Day is coming up fast. What can people do if they can't get a brunch reservation?
Yes, so like you said, Mother's Day is almost here, and if you're rethinking or you cannot even get a brunch reservation, you're not alone. But DoorDash did unveil its list of the nation's 100 best brunch spots for Mother's Day, which is going to make it easier than ever to create a memorable and also tasty celebration without leaving the comfort of your home.
What are some of the new brunch and food trends we're seeing this year?
Yes, I always love to share that Mother's Day consistently ranks as one of the busiest days for food delivery. So you're also not alone in not wanting to stress with booking the table, coordinating the outfits, or keeping people entertained at a restaurant. And then another trend that we're seeing for all the people with a sweet tooth is that our data shows that bundt cake orders actually have increased by 7,200% over the last year. And if you're looking to send someone a special sweet treat, which should, of course, be mom, Nothing Bundt Cakes is offering $5 off of orders of $30 or more on DoorDash from May 5th through the 10th. So that's definitely an option too.
Can you tell us about DoorDash's Most Loved program and how it works?
Sure. Let me talk to you a little bit about how we created this list, because what I love about it is that it shines the spotlight on top local favorites that deliver delicious brunch right to your door so that mom can relax, enjoy that meal, stay cozy with breakfast in bed. And so it was created by sourcing the highest rated restaurants and reviews. We looked at order trends on DoorDash from April 2024 to March of this year and focused on weekend breakfast orders, of course, because that's when you brunch. Eligible restaurants were small to mid-sized spots, so those with 5 or fewer locations. They had to have at least 1,000 reviews, and they have some of the highest average customer ratings nationwide. So the result is really a delicious mix of options. You have acai bowls, bagels, breakfast sandwiches. There's something perfect on this list for whatever kind of brunch vibe you're planning for.
Where can we go to learn more or check out this list?
Sure, to learn more and to see the full list, you can go to about.doordash.com/news, or of course, open your DoorDash app if you want to order from a spot near you.
Thank you for joining me, Cristin.
Thanks so much.
Getting diagnosed with a chronic illness can change everything. Now imagine it's not just you, but your whole family. Today, we are talking with Tricia Fitzgerald. She's a mom of 6 and a full-time caregiver and still finds time to help youth in crisis. She's here to share her story and tips for families facing the same challenges. Welcome, Tricia.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Tricia, can you tell us about your own health story?
Sure. So I was diagnosed with an autoimmune when I was about 39 years old. I have ankylosing spondylitis, which is a degenerative spine condition, as well as rheumatoid arthritis. But I started showing symptoms when I was in about 4th grade. So it's been a long road of visiting various specialists, various medications that we've tried, and I've had multiple surgeries. I also have, like you said, 6 kids, and they all have various different chronic conditions. 4 of my children have the same autoimmune as me, and they have the juvenile form, so they have juvenile idiopathic arthritis. So it's really been a very long journey through this chronic illness and chronic conditions.
And you manage care for your husband, kids, and you work full-time. How do you keep track of it all?
So it can be daunting at times. There's obviously various doctor's appointments, all of these medications to manage, not to mention all of the normal, everyday, track meets and play practices and all of the fun things that we like to do. So one of the greatest helps that we have is the CVS Health app, as well as the monthly phone calls and text messages that we get to keep us on track with our medications. That's a huge help. There's the auto shipment feature as well through CVS Health. That's a huge help. Then we also have all of the things that normal families do, right? Like we sync our calendars and all of those sorts of things. But I think my kids seeing that you really can stay on top of everything, they've learned how to manage their own medications now. I have one daughter in college and I have one who's about to go to college, and they've learned also how to keep on top with the auto shipment and getting on the app and ordering their own medications as well. So it is difficult even when you have one person in your family that you're caring for with a chronic illness. But yeah, it can be difficult, but it is manageable.
And can you tell us about your support system and who's part of it?
Sure. So obviously family, right? That's our biggest support. So we're all there for each other. We don't have the same experience. Everyone is unique, but we have similar experiences. And so we lean on each other. My husband's my biggest supporter. I'm his biggest support as well. But I think going through this as a child, I knew what to look out for. I recognize a lot of those signs and symptoms, and I have learned how to advocate for myself, and so I'm modeling that for my kids. It's super important to speak up for yourself, ask questions, and I'm teaching my kids to do the same for themselves. And so we really are helping each other in that way. We have friends, a few who have chronic conditions as well, and their children as well, and so we really support each other. And then we have foundations like the Arthritis Foundation that are there for our kids and for us. We do a lot of our activities. We find joy in activities like a couple of my kids like photography, like I mentioned, track meets. We like to go to concerts. We like to go out for ice cream, like a lot of families do, right? But these organizations like the Arthritis Foundation, they're really there for us and for a lot of families who have chronic illness to give us resources. They're championing a cure, doing all sorts of great things for people who have chronic illnesses. And so it's just wonderful to have that village behind us. And obviously, I already mentioned CVS Health as well. So collectively, that's really our support.
And what advice would you give to families going through something like this?
So my pieces of advice are, be there for each other, obviously. I mentioned the advocacy piece, that's huge, but also take time for your mental health. It's super important. Acknowledge that you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. It can be very difficult when you have a good day and then the next day maybe you can't get out of bed, and it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to not be okay. Our family motto is roll with it, right? That's just part of the whole story, but reach out for help when you need it. It's okay to reach out to a professional when you need it. You're going to get there. It's not going to last forever, and you're going to manage through it.
And where can families go for help or to find information?
So you can go to cvshealth.com or talk to your doctor to find the right support group for you. Like I said, we use Arthritis Foundation. That's arthritis.org. You can find the one that's right for you, though, if you talk to your pharmacist or to your doctor.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Tricia.
Thanks for having me.
Ever wonder what it would look like if your favorite assassin showed up to a missing persons case with zero fear, a leather jacket, and enough charm to make you forget she's, well, lethal? You might know her from Cowboy Bebop, Jurassic World, or The Detour, but in The Accountant 2, Daniella Pineda is stepping into a whole new world of secrets, strategy, and survival. Welcome to the show, Daniella. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Well, it looks like you open up the film with a bang, literally. In that tavern scene with J.K. Simmons,
Yeah.
How did you tap into Nias's cold confidence from the start?
It was something that I found in the audition process. I read the sides, which are like the scene they give you for the audition, and I didn't know anything about it. They don't tell you anything. I mean, you don't know anything until like 2 weeks after you've booked the part. Like, I got access to the script, so I really was in the dark. But I made an educated guess that this was someone who was a little scary and supposed to be intimidating. And so when I was auditioning, I worked with this guy named Tyler Rice, and he just kept saying, let's make her more still. Make her more still. Don't blink. Can you do this scene and not blink? And I was just like, holy, this is so different for me. Because everything I've done before has been kind of animated or silly or, whatnot. So this was like a major, major departure from that. It was basically a good character study on how to be scary, which is not a lot of movement.
All right, and there's also like this line in the notes about Nias being relaxed and chill, even in chaos. Was that fun to play, or was it like really difficult to find the balance of being calm and also a psycho killer?
Oh, it was really fun. It was super fun. Actually, while I was shooting that scene, I was reading this book just totally by chance called Sociopath, a memoir, which I recommend to everybody. It was absolutely fascinating and also like very educational about people who have that disorder or that diagnosis. But it was really fun to play someone who's just devoid of any fear. It was a little liberating. Not to say I condone bad behavior. I'm a huge empath and a cuddlebug, but it was kind of liberating and fun.
And this is a world of intense physicality, like fight scenes, escapes, all of that. What kind of prep or training went into you building your character?
Cynthia and I really went through the ringer in the best way. We both had to learn Muay Thai, which I've done a lot of fight training before, but I'm not super versed in Muay Thai, so that was a departure for me, like a lot of kicks, which I love boxing. Like I just want to box, so kicking is like tough for me. But we did a lot of wonderful rehearsals and a lot of training. My stunt double, Bronte Colugio, who's like, she's a freak of nature. She really, really held my hand throughout all of this. And yeah, it was tough. I mean, I almost like fractured my foot, and on the day was tough, but Cynthia and I worked so hard together, and she's also a lovely, lovely human being. So it really made that fight scene just more fruitful and fun. And for me, it was the highlight of the movie.
And there's also a huge undercurrent of mystery for your character. Without spoiling anything, I know a lot unfolds throughout the film, but what should audiences be watching for her in this storyline?
I think they should just be watching her and paying attention. This is also a movie, I want to say, is not something you go and watch at home. I mean, yes, it will be available streaming at home, but it really is meant for the theater. Like, you can't be on your phone playing Tetris and then half watching the movie because you're going to miss it. So this is definitely a pay attention type film. But I would just say watch her because you're probably going to see her again.
Excellent. Yeah, because I also have my weird murder wall of all the photos and stuff that with strings attached to each other, trying to figure out what's going on in my life. Yeah.
Charlie Day, Always Sunny wall.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Don't look, though. I want to thank you for joining me this morning. You got to check out The Accountant 2. It's in theaters now. Thanks for joining me, Daniella.
Thank you so much.
And that's it for New Mexico Rising. I want to thank you for tuning in and checking out the show. If you actually want to be on the show, just email me. That's newmexicorising@gmail.com. We're on social media like Instagram and Facebook. You could also follow us on YouTube, so you can like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff they say on YouTube all the time helps us out too. And until next week, that was New Mexico Rising.